Okay, so pretty much today's topic is how do I compare numbers? Um, so today we're gonna look at to a new lesson. We're gonna be using a lot of the symbols that you see right here. So if you don't understand them, don't worry. So we're gonna go over the vocabulary quickly. Less than, that's the symbol for less than, greater than, equal to. And our verb for today is compare. That means you're trying to see which one more, which one less. Place value will always help you in a digit. One of the strategies I'm going to go over briefly today is the dot strategy. And I'm hoping you're doing well. I know it's been a hectic week again. We're trying to get used to the routine. So feel free to let me know during our social emotional well-being. How do you feel? Just keep it current. Don't stress. Just try your best. Okay. Okay, our objective for today. We will know how to compare numbers. So again, we will know how to compare numbers. Understand. We will understand the symbol we use to compare numbers using a dot strategy. So we're going to understand the symbol we use to compare numbers. We'll be able to describe the symbol using the correct vocabulary. So we're going to describe those symbols. What are the symbols we use to compare? So if you can, I want you to pause the video and think about the symbol we use to compare. You already saw it briefly at the beginning of this video. What symbols do we use to compare in math? Okay, hopefully you press pause. One of the symbols is greater than. We're going to talk what's a good strategy to know that that's the greater than symbol, because it's confusing to the next symbol. This is the symbol for less than. Look at the less than. And finally, we have the equal to. So those are the three symbols we use to compare numbers. Think about greater than. What do you notice about that symbol? Less than and equal to. I want you to look at the image first and think about it. What do you notice? What do you wonder? So I want you to take a moment to look at it. Look at the dots. What do you think is going on? You can press pause. Okay, hopefully you press pause. If you look closely, I notice that you have more little dots towards the outer. So probably I'm going to be looking something that's greater. And then the small dots, I have less dots, so probably this number has to be less. These two have an equivalent amount of dots. So that means there's a balance between those two. And this one has less first, and then I have a greater one. So I probably had to have a less amount on this side and a greater amount on that side. I do notice dots. That's a different way. Look at the picture again. If you don't notice a pattern, don't worry. We're going to talk more about a pattern in a minute. Okay, so when do I use the greater than? So I'm going to exit the screen, and I'm going to use my tools. I'm going to look, when do I use those greater than symbol? Okay, so that's the greater than symbol. I'm going to go over it briefly. Ready? So let's say I have the number 7. I know 7. And the other side I have the digit, actually digit, the digit 5. And I'm trying to compare them. Well, I know 7 is greater, so it gets 2 dots. 5 is less, so it gets 1 dot. Then I had to connect them like this. So again, when I have greater, 2 dots. When I have less, 1 dot. Now I'm also going to write the word greater than, and hopefully you get to see a pattern. If you don't see a pattern, don't worry. We're going to write it first. I'm going to write, oh, sorry, I need to put it black. So I'm going to put greater. But then I'm going to change color so you can see something. Let me see, red. I'm going to put this one like this. I can see that. So if I don't know how to read it, I'm going to put greater than. Greater than. So again, greater than. So I'm going to put another example. And hopefully you get to see what I'm talking about. I use the greater than when apparently I find the greater number first. Okay? So let's think about it. If I have the number 25 and then I have the number 12. Well, I should have changed color because they're different numbers. If you're not sure, I could use place value to see which one has more, which one has less. So I know it has 110 and and 2 ones. 25 has 2 tens and 5 ones. It has definitely one more 10, so I already know it has one more 10, right? So this one is the winner because it has a greater amount of tens, and tens are worth more. And this one only has one 10, so I know this number has to be smaller, less than. So 25 is greater than 12. Okay. Again, take a moment to pause, look at it. 25 is greater than 12. So that's when I use the greater than symbol, when I see the larger or greater number first. Okay, so I'm going to continue. When to use the less than symbol? So now I'm going to exit again and use my tools. Think about when do I use less than. So if we were using the other one for less than, now I think I have to use, I'm going to write less than first. I'm going to write it first. I'm going to write less than. One of the strategies I use to memorize which one less than is that I see this one. If you look at it, I see that L. So less than, right? So I'm going to see. If I have a number that's less than, I had to start with a less than first, right? So I'm going to put between 18 and then the next number 25. So which one less, 18 or 25? Oh, 18 has one 10, 25 has two 10s. So 18 is definitely less. So I'm going to put 18 is less than 25. And I'm going to prove it. Let me make sure. Which one has more? 25 has two 10s. So 2 dots for you. Sorry, I'm going to put it like that. Because it has two 10s. 18 only has one 10, so it's less. Oh, and then I connect them. So 18 is less than 25. So I'm going to repeat that again. 18 is less than 25 because 18 only has one 10 and 25 had two 10s, right? So I'm going to write another two numbers. Hopefully we'll get to know which one is less than, which one is greater than. If not, don't worry. We have time to draw the numbers out. Okay? So now I'm going to put in between these two numbers, 32 and 23. Okay, they look similar, right? I can use my place value to determine which one. So I'm going to look at the tens place value first, right? So I'm going to write 2 tens and then 3 tens. I could draw them. Oh, but I already know 3 tens is more and 2 tens is less because 2 tens is 20. I'm going to write 23 because it has 23. And then I'm going to write 32. But then I'm going to use another symbol because I noticed that that's my symbol. This one only had 2 tens, so it was less. 1 dot for you. This one had 3 tens, right? 2 tens. So it gets more. It gets 2 dots. And then I connect them. So I can read 23 is less than. You see that L? I'm going to write it in red so you can see it. 23 is less than 32, that L. Okay? So again, if you're confused about something, feel free to pause and review that again. So 23 is less than 32. Okay? Hopefully you get to see that symbol because I know that symbol was very confusing even to me when I was growing up. And then I got better, right? Okay. So I'm going to continue to the next one. I'm going to keep it like that. But now I'm going to use at the greater, equal to. So now I'm going to see when do I use that one and when do I not. So if I look at it, I have a balance. That means these two numbers are going to be equal to each other. They have the same amount. So if I put 23, 23 equals to 23. Okay, they have the same number of tens, 2 tens, and the 3 ones. They even have 23 ones all together in the 3 and the ones place. Okay, but now I'm going to put it in a different way. let's say I have 2 tenths, and then I have 21s. This is when we get to know our place value. It's 2 tenths, the same as that's 4 tenths, 21s. Well, okay, 2 tenths is equivalent to 21s. Yeah, this amount is the same as the 21s. That's when it gets complicated, when you see it different ways. Okay, so I'm going to put the last one that we talked about a lot last week. Think about equal. So equal doesn't necessarily mean they have to look identical. They have to have the same value. I'm going to revert. So if I have 100, another way to express 100 will be 1. But not 110, not 1, 100 block. But I still made it equal, right? I can also put it in a different way. Ready? With expanded form. 50 plus 3. That's the same as 53. Oh, like addition. That's when I use the equal to. I'm not saying that's the answer. I use the equal to represent that these two sides of the equation are the same amount. So 50 plus 3 is equal to 53. Okay? Hopefully you got an aha moment. I know I'm speaking too fast, so feel free to put pause and review again. Okay? So now we're going to practice a little bit. And this is where you can practice with me or independently. Okay? So I'm going to exit my tools, present again. So we're going to review the dots. I want you to pause after you look and think. What do you notice? Okay. Hopefully you pause. If you look at an 18, in order we see 1 dot. 27 we see 2 dots because it had 2 tenths and 18 only has 1 tenth. So it was less. So I'm going to read this topic symbol. 18 is less than, because I see that L, less than 27. But if I do the inverse, now I have 27 is greater than 18. Okay, this clearly is the less than symbol, and this one is the greater than symbol. 27 is greater than 18. And that's what I want you to practice. Try to do the inverse. So you always have 18 less than 27, but then you know 27 is greater than 18. Practice using both and reading it. Okay? Now I want you to think and practice. We can practice together, so I'm going to practice this one. Ready? I'm going to use my tools again. I'm going to use the number 27 because I'm going to use my dots. So I know this one has 2 tenths, this one has 1 tenth. I could draw 1 tenth. I could draw my 2 tenths. 2 tenths definitely more. So I'm going to put 2 dots for you, 1 dot for you. So I'm going to use this symbol. So 21 is greater than 12. Again, 21 is greater than 12 because it has 2 tenths and 12 only has 1 tenth. Notice I'm also explaining, okay? And if you really want to, you can drag the little figures whenever you get a chance. So I'm going to put them right there. I'm going to put 21 because this can become a Google slide. 21 is greater than 12. And then I drag it. And then you can explain why. Okay? So now I have 32 and 52. So 32 and 52. What do you know about 32? What do you know about 52? I can always take my time and draw my symbols right now. So I have 5 tenths, 3 tenths. So I'm going to draw my 5 tenths. 5 tenths is 50. 3 tenths is 30. So I know that one. I'm going to close this one. I know 32 is not equal to 52. No, because I remember 52 had 5 tenths. Okay, so let me see. 32 was less than. Let me see back. I'm going to use my tools to remember what I was doing. Oh, yeah. Okay, 32 had 3 tenths. Is less than 52. Notice how I'm using my pictorials to help me out if I need them. Some of us don't need it anymore, and some of us need that practice. Okay, so now I'm going to sweep it off. And that's one of my pictorials, okay? Hopefully you got that. Now I have two